Les Connors with the Bulldog Bucket. As you've seen a lot of the videos, we have different things going on with the Bulldog Bucket. It's very, very versatile. The goal of the Bulldog Bucket, why I created it, is just we had a bunch of scrape and go here in Los Angeles. It's driving me crazy. So this would allow at least the driver who was having to scrape and go to have some system to just wash something from a pump and just wash it in a bucket, put a lid on it, and go. And that's where this was invented. So this is how it was originally invented, that you could just swing your chute over and wash right into it. And if you had all your chutes on, you would simply put the bucket on the ground, wash those 3 chutes, flop that up, put the bucket here, and then go upstairs and finish your wash. You wouldn't need a hose, you just need the lid, and you wouldn't need a valve on the bucket because it's just a standalone bucket system. So that would be the least expensive system that you could buy. You wouldn't need any of the bells and whistles that we have to have when we use the lid with the hose. You wouldn't need a hose, you wouldn't need a connector, you wouldn't need any handles, you wouldn't need the valve in the front, because when they get back to the yard, we could either put one of those yellow plugs that I use on my tank right in this area, and you could open that up, but it's really not that heavy. Even if the bucket's full, you could simply just let it lean back in the bucket and drain out like that. So you wouldn't need a valve, you wouldn't need a connector. You wouldn't need these handles, and you wouldn't need this fitting. What that means is you'd be able to save quite a bit off of a washout system. So if it was only every now and then you needed something like an emergency washout kit, this stripped down model would work for you. And it would save you a lot of money if you had a number of trucks. The only downfall is you've got to be willing to lose this much real estate, which isn't anything. Now, what about the bucket getting hit when they're pouring concrete? A very simple solution for that is before they start pouring, they simply take this strap and strap this bucket in this way. And now those chutes would clear that as it goes back and forth. And then when they use the system, they simply stand the bucket back up and use the system. So the idea with the Bulldog Bucket to start fighting scrape and go was to have something that a driver could easily use that would fit just past the edge of the truck so that everything would get in there. When it's time to go, when you're all done, you simply would put this back into the truck, snap the lid down. Now it's a tank. And this is secure going down the roadway. Now we haven't bolted this one to the bumper, so it's a little bit loose, and this bumper's actually bent, so it's not a good example. But it's what we had before we went to the World of Concrete 2018, and we wanted to get that into our booth to show people all the versatility of the Bulldog Bucket and the Husky Bucket. So again, thank you for your time and attention. We'll see you at the show.